Hey guys, welcome back. It is Jeremy here with Gorilla AI Tools and the AI Money Press. I just want to say thank you for coming back. Hey, great to see some familiar faces. You guys look beautiful today. Also, hey new people, how are you? Welcome aboard. I got some great stuff to share with you. I wanted to talk to you today about probably one of the easiest ways to make over $1,000 a day using AI. And that seems like a lot. But what if I just said, hey, here's the easiest way to make an extra $100 a day. Would that sound pretty cool? That still sound pretty cool, right? Utilizing AI, I want to share some of the processes with you guys on how I actually do that. And right now, I'm happy to share all of that with you, my step-by-step guide on exactly how I do it. All I need you to do is go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and just comment the word checklist. And I will actually send to you guys my copy of my AI checklist right here that has over 400 AI tools that I utilize. Well, not all of them every day, but I use a lot of them on a very regular basis. Go ahead and click like, subscribe, comment the word checklist, and I will send you access directly to go ahead and get that. And what I'm going to show you guys how to do doesn't require you to have any sort of intensive technical knowledge, no coding, not a lot of tech experience. Of course, it helps to kind of know what you're doing with your computer, obviously, but it doesn't require any special training per se in terms of how to use these AI tools. In fact, I want it to be more of an explorative journey for you as you learn how to use these things and then share them with people. No crazy stuff to do, no dances on TikTok. You don't have to show us how to dance a lambada, the forbidden dance. Yeah, I know, I'm dating myself by going that far back, but kind of silly. It's a funny thing. It's something that literally just about anyone can do. If you're paying attention, I'm working towards making an open group on Discord for you guys to be able to communicate, to be able to interact with me one-on-one, to ask questions, and also coordinate with other people who are on the same sort of a journey. If you'd like to learn how to do that and maybe be a part of that community in the future, then comment the word Discord as well. And I'll be happy to connect with you down the road as soon as that opens, and I'll give you guys early access to that group. What I realized is that on this journey that I've been embarking on learning how to use different AI tools, I realized that there's also great potential to monetize them. It wasn't just about, how to make my life easier with what I do in the mortgage and real estate world or anything else. It was about seeing a tremendous opportunity that I wanted to. I get real excited. As soon as I learn something, I actually want to share it with other people. Maybe that's my ability to retain that information or whatever that is. But I feel like where there's opportunity, I just want to share it with everyone. I don't feel like it's necessary to be gatekeeping in terms of that information. And some people, really do struggle with it. It's taken me a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of effort to get to where I am now. And I'm nowhere near the end of my journey, guys. You're kind of following along with me while I'm doing this. But I felt like I was getting tired of the mundane of punching a clock for other people. Maybe you're the same way. I have a lot of people in this group that I work with that are of all ages. People in their 20s who are really early adopters of technology, all the way 40s, 50s. I'm 51. I'm looking pretty good for 65, but for 51, that's debatable. But we have people even in their 60s plus who are just trying to figure out a way to make additional income no matter where you're at. I mean, I'm sitting there Sunday, maybe you're the same way, and I'm sitting there on Sunday looking down the barrel of another week. It's a morbid way to look at it, I guess, but you're looking down doing the same repetitive thing over and over again, expecting different results, which is obviously the definition of insanity, but knowing at least in my heart that I'm working on something of value and growing something of value to share with you guys. And just, I want to thank all of you so far for having subscribed. Now, it's only about 96% of you, by the way, aren't subscribed. I'd appreciate it if you do. But I'm finding that there is an interest or a hunger or a desire to get outside of what you normally do to help feel more financially secure. I don't want to keep things from folks when they can actually benefit from it, right? So everything that I'm doing is actually for free. I've never asked you guys for a penny. I'm not some guru. I don't have any boot camps or I don't, whatever you want to call, whatever the catchphrase is. I don't have any of that to sell you guys. So I'm sorry if you wanted to spend money and buy something. I don't have anything to offer you in those terms. But what I do have to offer you is a deep intensity and curiosity in the world of AI and my willingness to share everything that I learn with you guys and to help you find a way forward to financial freedom. Does that sound good? Sound fair? Cool. So I want to roll right into something here. I won't spend too much time on this. How did DeepSeek can retire you? I went over to DeepSeek, and for those of you who don't know about DeepSeek, they're sort of like they're a free version of kind of like ChatGPT. So I don't know many people who haven't played around with ChatGPT at some point, but it's a free version of it. Yes, there's some controversy around it, being that they were saying they can outperform what ChatGPT does for a fifth of the cost or lower. They are actually owned and controlled by, I believe, the Chinese Communist Party, perhaps. But there's a lot of controls there, so tread accordingly. How you feel about it. It's not a political discussion. It's just technology and the way things are. DeepSeek is really great. One of the cool things about it is actually it does a lot of deep research. So it looks further for sources and information than sometimes ChatGPT does. But they really are in that arms race I was talking about on who's going to be best. This is another great engine. And what I found is that when I put in some basic queries into it, it actually gave me a lot more information than I had planned on. I was pretty impressed with it, to be honest, and maybe you will be too. I realized I want to preface this part. You're saying, why would I need help creating trending content? Well, here's the basis for it. Everyone who is in that AI checklist, all of those companies, the reason that they're there is because they will pay you to drive traffic to their site. Okay? They will pay you to promote their products. And I don't just mean like grab something that you just happen to think pays a lot and so you're just going to promote it. That's one technique. But I want to engage your curiosity on it and figuring out real best use cases for these things. And so that way you can feel comfortable, not only comfortable talking about it, but also understand how it can benefit you and how it can help you grow and to share those same principles with other people. You could be greatly excited and attract people to something, but they're going to have to understand what's in it for them. And I know that you're asking the question, what's in it for you? And I'm going to share that with you now. So stick with me. One of the reasons that these companies pay you is because it's a lot cheaper, honestly, to pay me and to pay you for results than to pay for a sales team. If any of you out there are watching now and you've owned a business or owned a company or even been a salesperson, you know you're only as good as your last sale. But the fact to keep salespeople around that aren't producing can get really expensive, right? Those of you, raise your hand if that can. I see you. I don't, but it's funny. You know that hiring staff can get very expensive. So there are companies that are out there who are willing to pay you an override every single month that someone maintains these tools. Now, we're not selling anything. All I'm doing is I'm giving people links to get free trials, just to check stuff out. Try it out. And if you don't like it, get rid of it. But if you do like it, and a vast majority of people out there are finding a lot of value in these things, if you or they keep those products or those subscriptions, then you get paid residual income every single month that people pay to maintain those things. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, there's a lot of value. I'm giving an opportunity for people to try stuff out that they maybe never even heard of before and bring a lot of value into their business or into their everyday life. And if they happen to like the tools, fantastic. We make a residual income from that happening. Or I can't really call it passive. Passive income is a great catchphrase. There's nothing passive about it. We create content on a regular basis about it. And so not necessarily passive, but it's not transactional. Like a lot of other things that I've tried in terms of drop shipping or Amazon FBA or really Audible or even doing commercial voiceover work or whatever, everything that I've done, even in the mortgage and real estate business, everything is entirely transactional. So it's a one and done. You understand? Once it's done, that's it. You got to go find the next one, and you're constantly spinning plates and looking for the next thing. The reason I like this is because once somebody has tried a tool or they found value in something, they want to keep it, it continues to pay over and over again, month after month after month. And I'm seeing this compounding effect now. I'm going to love to share some of those details with you guys down the road as it develops even more of a track record. But I'm seeing that there's there's a lot of hunger for the things that we're talking about, the things that we're sharing, and people are finding a lot of value in these products. And these companies now, listen, do you think that it costs anything to produce that product? I was talking with a great friend of mine about companies who manufacture certain widgets, and we're talking, of course, trade, tariffs, all of the things. One of the best things you can possibly do is to sell a digital product. There's no shipping, there's no handling, there's no returns, there's nothing to break, there's no electronic pieces to fizzle out, there's no cheap plastic crap that's breaking. Literally, you're providing people access to valuable tools that they'll find use in, and if they pay for it, you get paid every single month. Does that make sense? Good or good? Good or good? Good? Good. Great. Cool. So moving on. How I do that is I create meaningful content. Hopefully you found this video meaningful. I don't expect it to be earth-shattering or life-changing or whatever. I mean, if you're stimulated by it, congratulations. Thank you. If I, bring you joy, I like that. I'm a goofball. What I like to do is create engaging content for you guys to watch and to learn more about, and hopefully it sparks that curiosity in you, and hopefully that can also lead to a wonderful financial future for you as well. And I just want to share that with you guys and want to bring you forward along with that, okay? But how do we do it? Well, I need help creating trending content. And that's all I said to DeepSeek. And what it told me is, recreating trending content requires a mix of research, creativity, strategic execution. You have to identify current trends by using Google Trends, social media trends, BuzzSumo, exploding topics, Reddit, guys. Reddit is a phenomenal place to look for trending content, for sure. But analyze why it's trending. Look at the track record. Look at what's brought it about. Like, why is it even interesting to people, and what brought them there? I love the data. I'm a data geek. When I look at the analytics of things, I don't know. Maybe I should get a more exciting life. I have no idea, but I get excited about the data and learning how and why things work. But analyzing what's trending and why, and then you put your own spin on it, just like me. But you have to put your own spin on things and why these things are meaningful to you, or maybe while they're garbage. Whatever it is, we want to have your spin. But what I did is I looked at creating current content, looking at the trends, and it said Google Trends. Okay. Well, I said, hey, Google, when we look at Google Trends, this is free. It's inside of Google. Maybe some of you knew that it was here. I'm just going to put in the word, well, not AUI, AI. And it's going to tell me inside the United States, we've had lots and lots of interest in things in AI. It tells me geographically who is searching for these things, what they're looking at. OpenAI Codex, Windsurf AI, AI action figures. Have you guys seen? I'll show you mine now. We'll pop that up on screen. Here's my AI action figure of me. Kind of silly, right? But I like it. This is what's rising. Here's our top. Free AI generators. Chat AI. What is AI? People are still wondering what it is. Google, Gemini, AI ChatGPT, Humanize AI, Janitor AI. I didn't even know that was even a thing. But people are searching for those sorts of things. Windsurfing and sports. I don't really care about what that is. But we can look for other search terms. There's all kinds of different things that people are doing. Now, DeepSeek was talking about creating that content by doing Google Trends. Yesterday, it just so happened that DeepSeek was actually at the top. But it analyzes real time what those top things are and what you should be doing to focus on those things. When I look at people looking at AI trends with tech, ChatGPT prompts, that sort of thing, I'm going to say elaborate on making money with AI. So it's giving me some suggestions right now. And this is going to roll on and on and on. But the first part of it I want to show you guys right here, AI content creation. There are tons of tools that have to do with AI content creation. Runway ML is one that comes to the top of my mind. Obviously, ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, all of them have their things. And it shows right here. Runway, Pictory, Synthesia. All of these companies, AI voiceovers. You guys, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I've talked about this previously. 11 Labs is the number one that is out there. Murph AI is another one. Coding and automation right here. There's so much with ChatGPT 4, building chatbots. I talked about it in my last video, was showing you guys how to make money creating chatbots for certain businesses. Refer back to the video. I'll put a link in the description. You guys can look back at it as well. Right here shows you that there are so many simple things you can do with developing relationships with these companies that are phenomenal. In fact, I'm going to share this right now. This is it. This is my entire playbook, okay? Right here. What we do is we're going to find AI products, like the ones it says right here. 11 Labs is a great one. They actually pay a really decent commission every single month. Synthesia, all of them, they all pay a decent amount of recurring revenue every month. You can reach out to them just by researching whatever it is. 11 Labs, affiliate. You can say Synthesia, affiliate. Any of them, and they actually have a way for you to apply for those. And you don't have to be a great content creator or have a deep bench of content. They want you to become their salesperson. Does that kind of make sense? So then you're going to create content to promote those products by doing what works. And in fact, I'm going to show you one of my favorite tools, period, on how to find trending content that actually works. And it's one of my favorite tools, period. It's called Spotter Studio. Spotter Studio is fantastic. I'm going to show you in that screen right here is Spotter Studio. Now, this is the back end. It's inside of my account, and it's tuned into my YouTube channel. So it has some fun things inside of it. You can kind of see. Here's some samples, some idea thumbnails, a couple of videos that I've actually made. This is interesting stuff. But the biggest thing that I really want to show you guys is the Trend Spotter. Now, when I mentioned researching performing content and emulating, not copying, emulating exactly what that is. If you want to find out what's doing really, really well, Spotter Studio actually has the ability to show you what videos are actually doing well. So I'm going to close that for a second, and I'm actually going to take my head out of the way, and I'm going to show you how this works. Now, with Spotter Studio, it tells you what we call your outlier index. And why this is important, it tells you that this video has done better right here. It shows you right here, outlier index measures a video's initial performance by comparing its first 7 days views into the channel's 7-day average over the past 6 months. Indicates that 2x indicates a video gained twice the average views. So as you can see, this particular video did 189 times better than it normally does. It only had 4,700 views, nothing major. Actually, this is a funny channel. It's somebody that I know of. Good quality content. If you're watching the show, thanks for being here. But there are a lot of cool things. 116 times better. We're looking at 3,900 views, 13,000 views, 34,000. You're getting an idea based off of AI. And here we go. ChatGPT. We go ChatGPT. It'll tell you right here. Somebody doing content about that. CapCut is now inside of ChatGPT. All of these different things. You're seeing the upload date. It's doing 104 times better than it normally does. 23,000 views on this one. 295,000 right here. How would ChatGPT win an OG Fortnite game? There's all kinds of funny content that's out there, and to emulate what is actually going on. This is one. I trained ChatGPT how to automate Excel. If you guys know anything about Excel spreadsheets, you can literally grab the details on this. This video did 5x normal than what it normally does, but 88,000 views, a total of 628,000 subscribers. Oh, you guys can't see that because my head's in the way, but right down here, 88,000 views. We have 820 or 628,000 subscribers. That's a good one to look at. But you can see what videos are doing really, really well. If you see right here, we're talking AI tools. Now, look at all of this. Supermicro infrastructure, They're talking about data center content right here. But these videos, 3 million views, okay? This is their first 7 days views. Look at total views, over 6 million views, guys. This one's talking about stop wasting money on AI coding and tools. And they're talking about what people should or shouldn't be spending their money on AI tools, etc. But you guys can see that there are tons of videos in the AI space that are talking about how to use them. AI is obviously massively trending, but how can you utilize that to make content? It's really, really simple. You look at what a video is doing. For example, I'm going to look at this video. Here's the big thing. Now, you can see the video. The guy's not doing anything more special or anything that I'm doing, but I want to show you something right here. This is all the description, like you see in my videos, but one of the biggest things you're going to look for is the transcript right here. Here it is. And so this gives you the first full minute of everything that this gentleman has to say. If you could find your way to put your own spin on these things and to share a lot of the value, obviously people found this video to be very, very helpful. He only has 7,800 subscribers, definitely more than I have. But when I say only, it's in terms of, YouTube as a whole. But it's a good amount. But if you take a look at this video got 145,000 views. And he's promoting his own stuff, promoting his links and his stuff, maybe workshops, maybe stuff like that. There's all kinds of things that he's actually promoting. TrendSpotter is one of the great things that's inside of Spotter Studio that will help you figure out what sort of content to make. And if you talk to anybody in any profession at all that creates social media content or YouTube videos, what's the number one question? Are you ready to go? What is the question? On 3, what is the number one concern? On 3, 1, 2, 3. What do I create? What's my content going to be? Well, I can tell you right now, if you look at this is going to tell you what your content can be, because you're looking at other people's winning content and figuring out how to put your own spin on that information and how to share that with everybody. If you do that in combination with what I was talking about in terms of finding good quality AI products, creating a relationship with those companies, creating content, as I mentioned, to promote those different types of products, and collecting the passive income, semi-passive income, I should say, from promoting those tools. You're going to use Spotter Studio. Guys, there's a link right in my description right here for your free trial of Spotter Studio. You can't go wrong. Try it out. It's been immensely helpful to me in how I've been creating the content I've been creating. So far, you guys seem to dig it. Emulating what works by doing your research on DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, and then automate and leverage your time. That's one more tool that I want to show you to help do exactly that. And guys, it's right here. And this is GoHighLevel. And one of the things I love about GoHighLevel right here is this creates your lead funnels, your landing pages, your social marketing content, all of your social media stuff. It can be automated a month at a time out of a tool like this. This thing is so incredibly valuable. I help different types of businesses utilize these tools inside of here and set them up with another source of revenue, as I showed you guys in my previous video. But one of the reasons that I love to promote this, even if someone doesn't become a customer of mine, GoHighLevel, if they utilize my affiliate link, they pay me 40% recurring revenue. And currently, this video's, at some point not going to be relevant, but at this moment right now, the cost for GoHighLevel's plans, it starts at $97 a month. $97, $297, I think $497, but all of the different elements that are in there, and GoHighLevel's going to pay 40% recurring commission every single month utilizing my own link. There's my link, guys, right there. You can customize it based on the different promotions. And here's what's really pretty cool. There's actually 5-day AI challenges. There's things that you can promote in here that have their own additional special benefits that can help people along their journey, and you as well, by the way. But they offer all kinds of bonuses, for people that you refer, and also for yourself. But I use that to promote this all the time. I love GoHighLevel, and I use it on not just regular, literally every day. But they do pay a recurring commission every single month based on the people who are using this. Now, I hope some of you, by the way, my link down below is for a 14-day free trial. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can set up a 14-day free trial, try out GoHighLevel. It's a great CRM. It's a great social media management tool. It gives you a lot of other business management tools. You can create your own websites out of it, your own landing pages, just like the one that I utilize right here, right there. The landing page, you guys, when you go to Gorilla AI Tools right here, GorillaAITools.com, you pop over here, you click the link, you fill out some basic information, no phone number, I don't spam you, none of that stuff, but I do give you access to my AI checklist. That's exactly where you go to get this, and it was all created inside of GoHighLevel. There's nothing really crazy about any of this. It's just a simple blueprint. As I mentioned, no coding experience, okay? No advertising. There's no ad budget. There's no ad spend on doing these things, okay? This is entirely a very simple, easy to follow blueprint. So no boot camps, okay? You don't need any IT background or training. This is not a pyramid scheme. You don't bring friends and sell vitamins, okay? That's not how you do this. No, there are no TikTok dances. I got to put that in because I think it's kind of funny because honestly, nobody wants to see me shaking my groove thing. What it does take is investing in yourself, learning, figuring out what tools out there are available, how to use them, and then sharing that information with everybody else. Your willingness to learn and understand nothing good happens overnight. Right, guys? Nothing good. I mean, lots of bad things that happen overnight. I've had several, but nothing good happens overnight. You just got to give yourself some time. And so if you really want to build up to another $1,000 a day, make an extra 30 plus grand a month, there's a process. There's a way. You just have to follow it step by step. And I'm going to ask you right now, I mean, what do you got to lose? I'm going to give you everything you need for free, give you the checklist so you can go through it step by step and actually explore everything that is here. And you guys can't read much of these, but there's over 400 different AI tools. And one of the biggest pieces that I did for you guys here is I created your new resource checklist. This is how to get started. Literally step by step. Everything you do all the way through to get you to where you need to be to earning your first commission checks. It's not rocket surgery or rocket brain science. I don't know. Either way, it's not that complicated if I can figure these things out. I'm not a guru. I'm just a guy who is tired of punching the clock and tired of waiting for everyone else to decide when and how and where I get to go on vacation and the time I get to spend with my family. I hope some of that resonates with you, no matter what age you are. Retirement is a fickle thing. It means different things to different people. It isn't about fancy cars and big houses and all of these fun things you see out here. It's really, I mean, number one, that's created with AI. It's not even real. It's just something I would love to have at some point. But what it really is, guys, it presents an opportunity for you to just try something out, get outside of your comfort zone a little bit, even try it with your spouse, your friend, anybody. Work together towards a common goal. It can actually be a lot of fun. I just want to challenge you guys to maybe step outside your normal confines of conventional thinking a little bit. Try something new. So do me a favor. Click the like, subscribe, comment the word checklist. I'll send you access to everything for free. As we develop the community, I would love to participate, communicate with you guys. At one point, I'll include the link to the little Facebook page so you guys can build a community there and talk to each other and ask me questions. I promise I'll answer. I'm just a regular dude who's just figured some stuff out. I want to share it with you guys. That's really it. So thanks for being here. It's been a lot of fun. Look forward to seeing more for your familiar faces and for a lot of you to join us on this fun journey. If you have any questions, pop them down. Don't be afraid to communicate, to reach out. I love to connect with new people, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Jeremy Scott over and out, Gorilla AI Tools, AI Money Press. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.